My name is Elizabeth Humphrey, and I'll be going on cardiovascular disease and prevention and control. What is cardiovascular disease? Cardiovascular disease is a class of disease that involves the heart or blood vessels. Cardiovascular disease include coronary artery disease, such as angina and myocardial infarction, known as a heart attack. The American Heart Association explains the various types of heart disease, also called coronary artery disease. Are you all familiar with coronary artery disease?
No.
Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Well, coronary artery disease is a disease of the heart, which can cause heart attacks, congestive heart failure, and other health issues that dealing with your heart. Okay. My next slide shows cardiovascular risk factors from environmental genes and cardiovascular disease. You got age and sex up on the family history. You got high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, smoking, and other genetics. High blood pressure, high cholesterol is one of the main causes of cardiovascular disease. Where high cholesterol can cause plaque around the heart, which narrows the valve and stopping blood flow through the heart. Most coronary artery heart disease occurs when the flow of the oxygen-rich blood to the heart muscle is blocked or reduced. Go back to what I said in the other slide, with high cholesterol, it builds up plaque around the heart, which slows down the blood flow. Treating high blood pressure or high cholesterol will help prevent this disease. Eating healthy is also a big factor, along with exercise and being active. High cholesterol is treatable, and high blood pressure. If taking medicine for these issues, it helps prevent heart disease. Any questions?
No.
Do you understand?
Yes.
This diagram here shows 25% of this caused by heart disease. The risk factors: weight, blood pressure, blood glucose is diabetes, the blood sugar, high cholesterol, tobacco use, smoking. 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women will die of heart disease before the age of 40. Right here they got African American, American Indians, Asians, Hispanics, whites, and all. It got the percentage of the people at risk of having heart disease. A buildup of plaque can narrow these arteries, decreasing blood flow to the heart. Coronary artery disease is the most common type of heart disease. It is the leading cause of death in the United States in both men and women. The usual cause is buildup of coronary arteries to narrow and limit the heart. That go back and the image, okay. It is important to detect cardiovascular disease as early as possible, so that management with counseling and medicine can be begun. Most cardiovascular disease can be prevented by addressing behavioral risk factors such as tobacco use, unhealthy diet, and obesity, physical inactivity, and harmful use of alcohol. Out of the 17 million premature deaths under the age of 70 due to non-communicable diseases in 2019, 38% were caused by cardiovascular disease. You can die if you aren't treated. Also, a heart attack, permanent heart damage. Who discovered it? It also known that Leonardo da Vinci, 1452 to 1519, investigated coronary arteries. William Harvey, 1578, 1657, physician to King Charles. I is credited with discovering the blood move around the body in a circulatory manner from the heart. This diagram shows a normal artery and narrowing of the artery. This first one on the left shows a clearing of the blood flow versus on the right. If you can see, the yellow section shows plaque buildup and it narrowed the heart flow, the blood flow. Do you know what that means? So if you do, any questions?
No.
So Once plaques start to build up, the heart valve narrows, which can cause blockage. A moderate amount of heart blockage is typically that in the 40 to 70% range. As seen in the diagram above, where there is a 50% blockage at the beginning of the right artery, usually heart blockage in the moderate range does not cause significant limitation to blood flow and so does not cause symptoms. This is very important to help educate you all to understand this is the cause of death. My last slide shows right here is blood clot. It's narrow, it's blocking the valve, so you see it's narrowing down right there. So blood cannot flow through the heart valve. So this will cause heart attack or congestive heart failure. This is one of the cardiovascular disease. Do you all have any questions?
So basically, without that, you will die without treatment.
Yes. If you have a high cholesterol or high blood pressure, diabetes, or inactivity, it's best to get treatment in advance so you can have counseling and medicine to prevent any of these causes. I would like to thank you all for this session. My name is Elizabeth Humphrey.